Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Media Buffet podcast. I'm your co host, Matthew Fletcher.
And I'm your other co-host, Kendall Bynes.
And before we get started today, be sure to follow us all across social media. We got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all at Media Buffet Pod. And you can reach out to us on our email at mediabuffetpod@gmail.com for any suggestions or if you just want to write in and say something. And also, be sure to leave us a review or at least rate our podcast. You don't have to, but hey, it helps us out a lot and it really helps people find content like us. So, yeah, and today we're going to be talking about being stuck
Hypothetical situation.
on a island. So,
All right, so I'm gonna introduce the topic and set the rules here. So this idea was originally Fletcher's, and me being a stickler for rules, I just had to make it stricter. So again, concept: stuck on an island. Think Lost. It's a sizable island. There's a little magic going on here, because there's I'll get into it. Let me just start with the rules. So you can only bring 5 types of each media with you, as this is a hypothetical island where electricity, or excuse me, it's a hypothetical island where electricity and clean running water are available. So you got plumbing, basic stuff like that. You won't die of dysentery and other bullshit like that. In addition, there's a working fridge, oven, television, and gaming consoles, or any other entertainment appliance you may need. So, say like a blender or something small like that too. It's included.
yes.
Again, hypothetical island because these would never be on there.
Basically,
Uh,
we're like glamping.
yeah. So you can substitute. Rule 2: you can substitute items for another form of media. Example: say you want to bring 3 movies and substitute your other 2 slots with 2 comic books. That's also fine. Rule 3: food, drink, and other supplies, toiletries, medicines are supplied. So, keep that in mind. Like, if you have to have a medication or something like that. Like, I know I'm supposed to be on my medication and stuff like that. So, that's included. Toilet paper, again, do not want to die of dysentery. That's unsanitary. Um, Rule 4: no contact with the outside world. No cell phones to call out. No carrier pigeons, courier, whatever the fuck it is, and no smoke signals on the island. It is abandoned, and no one knows you're here. So no contact with the outside world whatsoever. You can't write help in little rocks or anything to get off. You're stuck until you die.
Oh, fuck.
Rule 5: you are limited to 5 slots per media form. No exceptions aside from the substitution. So you have to have 5, or you have to have 3 and 2, or added. You have to have enough. And again, food is supplied, but you can only get the original 5 meals and drinks you order. So meaning you're getting these 5 meals. Now you get to pick which day they're on and everything like that. But we didn't go into that excruciating detail. But you only get 5 meals and they get rotated out. Now that could either mean like if there's like a TV dinner, they'll drop the TV dinners, or this can include like if you make it yourself. Like I think I just chose to make everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, there's one TV dinner, but basically you have the ingredients and that doesn't count as like, oh, well, if you got chicken, you got broth, you got all this, that counts as your 5 things. You don't get to eat fucking chicken pot pie the whole time. No, I'm not gonna do you like that. So just keep all that in mind. And those were the only rules I had. Uh, that's what I went by. And just again, I'm gonna read over our categories: food and drink. So the food and drink, I know I said 5 slots, but these are 10 because I count drinks separate. Because again, I didn't want it taken up. Well, you need the ingredients for this drink right here. That's gonna take up your slots. We're not gonna do that. So food and drink, 10 slots. Television box sets or streaming services. So again, you'd have Hulu on this imaginary island here. So if you want to do just stream only, you can do that. But I think I may have picked television box sets like Blu-ray discs and shit like that. But again, another thing I should add: these Blu-ray sets and stuff will come in pristine condition. They will never scratch, break, or just stop working on you. So they're gonna, they're permanent. You can't swap them out. They're always gonna be good in good condition. So that's why I said television box sets and streaming services. And like if it's with the streaming services, obviously they wouldn't buffer and you won't get ads either.
Premium
So
package on the island.
yeah, it's all imaginary. So be a little
Why
lavish.
not?
And then so that's television shows and stuff like that. And then there's movies, and then again Blu-ray sets for that too if you wanted. And then video games, again, so this can be from any generation, because if you want to play ET all the way from the Atari, God bless your soul, you can do that. And there's CDs, vinyls, 8-track, whatever you want to play, whatever you think is the best, mode for that. And then you get also 3 prized possessions. Now, these prized possessions, again, have to follow all the rules stated before, and they cannot be used to contact outside world, and they can't be, anything crazy like, oh, I want a car or I want a boat to get off there. No, doesn't work like that. So I think those rules made sense to me when I made them. They make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect sense to me. Yeah.
It's perfect as a hypothetical situation, can get.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
So
being stuck on an island, but it's like, you're at a 5-star abandoned island. So,
yeah. So I mean, try to be fair here.
okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're stuck on an island, but we're a media podcast. So obviously, where it's like, what's your media you're going to be stuck with,
Yeah.
All right. So, which one do you want to jump into first?
I have food first because I'm a fat ass. I started immediately. I had to get the food and the drinks out the way.
let
So
me let me ask you this though. So it's 5 basically recipes or whatever, but say
5 recipes and meals. So like if you stated a meal, you'd have every ingredient included.
okay. Cuz I was wondering
Yeah.
like if I one day get tired of my meals, can I go fishing and grill a fish or something?
Uh, I didn't think about that. I mean, here's the thing. I said appliances were included. A fishing rod necessarily isn't an appliance, but
I got
if
my
one of your
hands,
prized
bro.
possessions, yeah, good luck with that. They got scales and whatnot.
There's
But
sticks.
I mean, if you decided to bring a fishing rod, a net, or anything like that, yeah,
Oh God. Okay. What about fruit? Cuz we're on an island. There's like
yeah,
coconuts
fruit
and
grows on trees. That's
okay.
fine.
Okay. I'll just climb it.
And if you were smart, like I didn't think of this because I was just, I eat a lot of junk food, so I didn't think about this. But if there's say it's like Animal Crossing, you get to pick the fruit that grows on your island here.
Yeah.
If you wanted to combine that with one of your drinks or any of your
Yeah.
ingredients, and you want to add something extra, you could have, but I didn't think of that.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. All right. Well, since you stated all that, what is your first food recipe or drink that you are bringing?
So again, man, I'm a simple man. I chose Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. That is one meal. That is one recipe. And then for my first drink, again, I think I went all. Yeah, I went all sodas for the drinks because again, water's included. So if I wanted to ever switch it up, I could always have water. So I just
Okay.
chose sodas for this. Berry Fanta, and the berry Fanta is the blue one. So I don't know what specific berry it is. It's not blueberry. I know it's not fucking blueberry. It doesn't taste like it, but it's just called berry Fanta, and it's the blue one. So Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes.
Now, is that a frozen dinner meal or is that something you're going to
No, I can
make?
cook that. I can
Okay.
cook that.
Yeah, I didn't know if you was getting a TV dinner or what.
No, I think I specified which one was a TV dinner, and it's actually the next one because it's really good.
Okay. All right. Well, my first one is going to be authentic Japanese ramen. Cause hey, it might rain a lot on the island, and you might get sick from everything, and it's just a really comfort meal for me. Not any of the like make it fast stovetop ramen, but
Yeah, you talking about the actual like
the
the
actual
shit.
shit with like chicken broth, bone broth, whatever. Um,
Yeah, that's funny because I also have a soup on here.
you do?
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah,
I was thinking it's real hearty, and you get protein with the meat in it, and you got
yeah,
veggies, but then you get sick. So that is
yeah.
yeah.
Like while I have a lot of junk food, I was like, I do need my vegetables because I also don't want to die of like scurvy or anything crazy like that. I need my vegetables and my fruits. So yeah,
Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, ramen is my first recipe, and I don't think I'd get too tired of it. Maybe unless it's just hot all the fucking time.
yeah. If you get one flavor like chicken, like you can switch it because ramen is like one of those things you can add to. So as long
Yeah,
as you have
yeah,
like the ingredients from anything else, you can add to it. But like,
exactly.
yeah, I know me personally, bro. That's all I did in college. And again, it wasn't an authentic one like you're talking about, but like ramen noodles is like
No,
even
yeah.
as a child, I was like, I'm going to college, so I need to get acquire the taste for this now. And I just fucking
Well,
2 packs of ramen like almost every day.
I grew up on ramen, just like eating it on the weekends or whatever. And when I first moved out onto my own, I was so broke that I just moved out with a huge 50 pack of ramen noodles, and that's what I was eating every night. I got so tired of it. I was like adding barbecue sauce and all
Fake
kind.
fan.
What?
Fake fan.
How?
Ramen noodles, man. I will say sometimes I'd because they come in an odd number. Well, they come in an odd number for me because I eat 2 packs. Like I said, I don't just eat 1 pack.
I
So
do
what I
too,
used
yeah.
to do, I'd usually order like not order. I'd get two different flavors of the big boxes,
Mhm.
and then when I get down to like when I have one of each, I mix up the shrimp and beef, the shrimp and chicken. I mix them up sometimes, and that's pretty good.
I never
But
got the shrimp one. I didn't like it. Didn't it come with those
mm,
like little dehydrated shrimps?
oh no, that's if you get the cup ramen. I'm talking about the
Mm.
packet ramen.
Yeah, okay. I usually just got chicken or beef. There was like a garlic chicken one that was pretty good. Oh, anyways, yeah, ramen is my first pick.
All right, so my second. Oh yeah, what was your drink?
um, 10 slots, right?
Yeah, it's 10 slots, but since they go together, you can't eat something, not drink something. So you know.
Shit, I didn't pair it specifically with this, but I think I'm gonna go with a orange Fanta.
Oh, you can mix and match just as long as you have like 5 drinks too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the orange Fanta.
Okay, Fanta. Not doing a sponsorship or anything, but Fanta's pretty good, man.
Man, I love Fanta. Like
I do
all
too,
flavors
man.
really. So
There's one flavor I don't like, but I can't remember. I think it's the green apple because I think it's based on Jolly Rancher, but I could be getting that wrong with another soda.
I've not had that one, but it sounds like it tastes.
One of them is just too sweet for me, and I don't like it.
Hmm, okay.
But my second dish, and this is the TV dinner: fettuccine alfredo, the grilled chicken and broccoli kind, and Canada
Mm.
Dry ginger ale. Again, if I'm like you said, if I'm sick, I want the Canada Dry ginger
Oh,
ale.
I
I got
love that,
medicine and
man.
shit for
That's
like the
so
major
good. Yeah.
stuff, but like at least for black people, ginger ale is all you need. Ginger ale and soda crackers. That's all
Saltines,
you need,
bro.
bro. Got the soda crackers.
I Yeah, we was just sick in my house and we have cans of it everywhere. So oh man.
But yeah, that was my second one.
You said is it you said that one's actually frozen, right?
Yeah, that was a TV dinner. I just like the way it tastes, man. It's always a small portion. Like I have to use two at once, but like they're pretty good. And I just don't know how to cook it.
Who
So
makes that?
I don't know if we can say the brand out loud, but it's just what is it?
It's like the green ones?
Yeah, the green ones.
Okay, yeah, I've had that. That's pretty good, but yeah, I love that stuff. All right. I'm gonna go with New York styled pizza. That's like
Oh fuck,
you don't like that?
man.
New York style pizza is my favorite pizza ever, except for like authentic like Italian pizza. But I like how the New York style crust is like got this chew and pull to it. It's just a plain New York style cheese pizza will do me just fine, man. And
You said cheese?
yeah, just a cheese.
No pepperoni? Oh my god.
Nah, I'm good, man, because I have so much other stuff. I'm gonna just go with a New York style
Okay.
cheese pizza, and I'm gonna pair that with this might be a weird take, a root beer.
I have root beer on my
You
list. Which
do?
one though?
Okay. Mm. Hmm. Honestly, it depends the day. Some days I get the cheapest one, like the Walmart name brand, or then
Okay.
I'll get the. I can't really pick, man. A root beer is a root beer. If I had to
No,
pick,
it's not.
no, if
No,
I
it's not. There's
so if I had to pick, I would pick like a homemade root beer, like in a glass pint.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I had one from like a Irish pub, and that's the best fucking root beer I ever had. It's just like foamed up to the top. So if I got to pick that one, it'd be that one.
All right. All right. All right. I mentioned this earlier, but my third dish, chicken pot pie. I love that shit. Uh
Oh shit.
and my third drink, cherry wine.
Oh
I love
yeah,
cherry
okay.
wine, bro.
Hello,
I gotta have it.
North Carolina. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. We're so similar. Okay, All right, my third pick would be Indian dish, chicken masala with jasmine rice and pita bread. And
Bro went international on me.
I love I,
God dang.
yeah. I've
Going
just
from every
recently
continent.
I've just recently gotten into Indian food these past few years, and it's so good. And I would pair that with it's an Indian drink. It's a mango lassi. Basically, it's like a mango smoothie, but it's like the smoothest thing you will ever drink. And maybe I'll have fresh mango on my island. Who knows?
God dang, man. I just feel uncultured though. Okay, well,
Oh, wait, 1 second. I said pita bread. It's actually naan bread. I fucked up.
No.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I don't know the difference. I don't think I've ever eaten Indian food. So my fourth one, vegetable soup, and specifically my grandfather's recipe, because that shit is fucking
Mm.
spectacular. I want some right now. It's not even cold enough to really,
Mm-hmm.
have it. It's mainly like a winter dish, and at least in North Carolina, we didn't have like a normal winter. Uh,
No.
we gotta have that. He makes the best fucking vegetable soup, in my opinion. And then I'm gonna pair that with Sprite.
Sprite.
I need my Sprite.
Hell yeah. What?
Again, that's like if the ginger ale ain't hitting that day,
Mm,
Sprite's always going to hit.
man, I love ginger ale. What veggies does he put in it?
Everything, bro. There's potatoes. Oh, you want the recipe? I see.
Huh?
Potatoes, tomato, like chopped up tomatoes, and the base is like a tomato soup.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's other stuff in there, but I can't give you the recipe for free. I can't do
Does he put okra in it?
that. I can't tell you that.
No, I will. My family does something similar. My dad will make a huge pot of it like every winter,
Yeah.
and it's got like okra and all this other stuff in it. But he makes so much where he freezes it. Do
Yeah,
y'all?
that's what my
Okay,
grandfather does.
okay, we're two.
It's a big old like I don't know how to you guys might not see this, I don't know, but like it's a big ass pot like that big.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's on the stove for days when it's on there just boiling. Yeah.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, so my next dish is actually chicken pot pie. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It's one of my favorite foods of all time. It's just a comfort dish. It's super easy to make. I would actually prefer to make all of my stuff, so I would prefer, except for like the drinks, of course.
Yeah.
So I would pair that with a sweet tea. Gotta have some sweet tea. Like, I'm a crave it. I'm from North Carolina, so I'm gonna like crave it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your list.
We got like one more, don't we?
We got one more
Okay.
on the food. But yeah, I'm saying that's a good list so far. I wasn't cutting you off. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying, yeah.
yeah.
Sweet tea. I should have put that on my list, but I'm kind of all sweet teed out. Like I'll drink it like at holidays and stuff like that. Like that's all I used to order like when I worked at Zaxby's and stuff like that. So
Oh, cookout.
and then
Yeah.
McDonald's sweet tea, like I can taste the grain in it every time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I grew up on sweet tea, so I'm burned out too. But every now and again, I'll just crave
Yeah,
it.
you gotta have
You
it.
know,
Yeah.
going to cookout especially or something like that.
Cookout, I gotta get my chair wine.
Cheerwine, I get that too, or root beer.
There's very few restaurants, or at least fast food, that still have chair wine, and it pisses me off.
It's just cookout over here, I think. Right?
Yeah, because Bojangles stopped selling it too, I believe.
It's our national soda too. You think it'd
Yeah,
be.
you'd think they'd have it, but they don't care.
All right.
I'm not shooting shots or anything, not saying that, but you know what you did. And my last dish slash recipe, again, like you just got through saying comfort food. This is mine: cornbread and black eyed peas, and then A&W root beer.
Okay,
So
A&W, got you.
specific brand. I like Mug. Don't get me wrong, but like A&W is probably what I get the most. So I got to go with A&W.
Hell yeah, man. I have a hard time with this last pick. Just because there's so much good food and stuff, man. I'm gonna go with a meal that my dad cooks a lot, and that is his homemade barbecue and homemade slaw and his homemade sauce too. So his sauce is it's so good, man. That's and I'm not really gonna pair a certain drink to this because yeah, I have so many different drinks because water's included, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just go with some kind of juice, like an apple juice or a grape or something like that, just because I feel like I'm gonna crave some juice. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
so
when I was saying my drinks, I wasn't pairing them necessarily with the foods. I was just reading out also what I had at the time. because I just did. I didn't number them. I just did them
Yeah,
like
yeah.
bullet points. But I was just saying because again, water is included. Again, I didn't think about it earlier, but like you said, fruit grows on islands, so you can
Mhm.
obviously make the fruit juice, whatever fruit you pick. But again, if that's already included, I wanted to add to my list because you could always mix if you really wanted to. But like, I just wanted to add, so I'm just not drinking water every day.
Mhm.
Because don't get me wrong, I'm drinking water now. I love water, but sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta mix it up. And again, if I get sick, I'm gonna need that Canada Dry. So
Yeah.
I
And
had to add it.
yeah, and another thing with the barbecue, he does grilled veggies and stuff. So I feel like I'm gonna want some vegetables. So I'm gonna
That's what I'm
add that
saying.
in there
You
too,
gotta have
man.
your vegetables.
Yeah,
Like I
man.
said, you don't want
Fruits
to get
and
scurvy, nothing
vegetables.
stupid that you can
Yeah.
prevent. So
Yeah. It was between that or steak, and I can't decide.
damn,
Well, it
bro.
sounds like we're gonna be some fat asses on the island.
Oh, I mean, you gotta get your exercise in too, man.
Man, I didn't bring anything sweet though, besides the drink. Oh
I
well.
didn't think about that, but again, fruit is on the
Fruit, yeah.
fruit is on the island. But I don't think I brought anything sweet either.
Yeah.
Cause I love me some damn peach cobbler
Oh my god, yeah.
and fucking pecan pie.
Woo. Is it pecan or pecan? I guess
It's
that's
pecan. Don't say pecan.
pecan. No, I don't say that
Oh,
either.
pecan you on the head, but no, it's pecan. But
Oh man.
yeah, I didn't think about sweets either. But yeah, well, tough titty, I guess. Uh, oh man, I don't know how I overlooked that, but I'm not a sweets person. I'm more of a savory. I like salt better
Yeah,
than
I
sweets.
go either way, honestly, but like sometimes, I just crave something sweet.
Yeah,
But like I said, I got that mango like smoothie drink, so I should be
yeah,
all right. I
yeah.
should
You
be
all right?
I should be all right.
I'll just eat an apple off the fucking the trees or whatever. I don't care as long as it's not coconut. I fucking hate coconut.
Oh, I love coconut.
No, I don't know if it's the consistency. Like I think it is the consistency. Like I just don't like. I don't even know how to explain it. Just it's not grainy, but it's like this weird shaving like feel. Like I don't know. I don't like it.
What about like the flavor? You like the flavor?
I don't think I've ever had coconut flavoring just because I fucking hate the taste of coconuts as is.
Mm.
Like it's not bad. Like on almond joys, like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like in a small amount. But like I think my mom had like baked like a coconut cake or something. Like she put coconut shavings on it or something. I didn't have any of it.
That almond joy
Disgusting.
is like the most textured coconut too, because it's
It
like real
is, but that's what I'm
gritty.
saying. It's in a small. Like I usually get like the little travel size, the bite size. I
Oh
don't get like
yeah,
the whole fucking. I think they come in double. I haven't got one in like so long.
yeah.
But
There's
they
like a
come in double
king
or joint.
size, and you get like
Yeah.
yeah.
My grandma gets those, and what is it, junior mints and stuff? There's something else too that comes in like mint. I stay away from
She
mint
knows what's
chocolate
up,
and
bro.
coconut chocolate.
Man,
No,
ice cream. You don't like that?
disgusting,
Well, our
disgusting.
food list was very similar,
Yeah, it
but
really was. Like, well, we had the
but
soup, or excuse you had ramen, but ramen is a soup kind of, I
yeah,
guess. But
pot pie,
and then the chicken pot pie.
root beer,
Yeah, like it was
Fanta.
crazy. Yeah, Fanta. I mean, again, not shouting anybody out, but you got to mention Fanta by name. It's really good.
I mean,
I love that shit.
what's up, Fanta? We'll do sponsorship for you, no problem. You can email us at mediabuffetpod@gmail.com for that. But okay, moving on. All right, so that was our recipes and drinks. Now, what would you like to move on to now?
My next list was I'm gonna have to do it this way because I did substitutions. So I did TV series and movies. So heads up, what is it? If there's three, there's only two. So I substituted two of my movies for TV series,
Hmm.
and so I'll start with TV series since that's the longer list.
Yeah, let's do that. That's fine with me.
Did you substitute anything?
I did, but I ended up just changing it back because you'll see. I bring a different
Yeah.
form later on. So
Yeah, because yours is like you watch movies and stuff like that. Me, I was like, I need to have these, and I don't care
I
about the
get that.
rest.
Yeah, I'm just obsessed with like TVs and movies. So it's like I didn't substitute any of these. No.
Yeah, no, I had to. 'Cause, like when I started looking at my TV series list, I was like, yeah, nah, these are not changeable. I gotta do these. But without further ado, here it is. First one, Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh man, what a fucking great pick. Oh my god. Man, you got me rethinking my list off the bat.
I mean, I don't know how you didn't have it up there.
There's so many See, that's the thing too. I was looking at shows with a lot of seasons, so I wouldn't get bored of it.
I think it has maybe 5. I know I rewatched it in college, but it's got a lot of seasons, at least for me.
No, yeah, it's got a lot. That's what I'm saying. I just didn't even think about that. But, man, what a great pick! It's such a funny show. That yeah, love it, man. Terry Crews is so good in it, man.
Yeah,
I fucking love
the
Terry.
characters, everything in that show is just awesome, and then the music
Yeah,
that they
it's
use for like
great.
some of the outros and stuff like that are in the show. The Prince episode for Halloween,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
It's a classic. Um,
Classic.
my first pick. Well, it's not like top picks or anything. This is
Yeah,
just
no, it's just
I'm gonna go with The Office, and I'm wearing a Shroot Farms T-shirt right now. That
I
was
didn't even
that
see that
was
till now.
that was not on purpose. It was just I had it on, and yeah, man. The Office. Which Office? Would you say?
I didn't say anything, man.
He's mumbling something, or he's either twitching or something's going on.
It was on purpose.
It was not. I swear. But yeah, man, The Office is just a timeless classic. There's 9 seasons, I want to say. It falls off a
Well, hold
little
on
bit.
before I I'll let you go. Specify American, right?
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's way
Okay.
better than the
Okay.
UK.
I was I had to make sure.
I try to watch the UK because I was such a big fan of The Office. I've rewatched The Office like I want to say 5 or 6 times, which is kind of mind boggling. Yeah. But
But
like I said, I don't get tired of it. The humor always hits. It's a great story, and yeah, man, I will never get tired of it. So, and there's so many seasons. Like if I just get bored of it,
yeah.
yeah,
So
exactly.
my next list, I'm gonna let you be the judge on this one because I didn't think about this until now, but it's Bleach. Now, the news, it's not a series. It's obviously it's the same name and everything, but like as far as Hulu's concerned, they're two different shows, I guess, because they have different studios developing them and everything. But Bleach ran from 1 to 366 episodes, and then the new season's coming out. So do you count those as like one series because it's literally Bleach, or do you count them as separate?
Honestly, I would include it as one if the story's kind of continuing. You know.
It does continue. Like I said, the only reason Bleach it didn't get canceled, it got on a hiatus, is because it was catching up to the manga at the time. And again, I think other shows were coming out, and Bleach just fell through the rankings, so they put it on hiatus until now.
Um,
So,
I would definitely include it then.
all right, so I did Bleach, and that includes, like you just said, Thousand Year Blood War. That arc, because as far as I know, they're just doing the one arc, and it might be done, but I'm hoping we get more to it. But that's ongoing. Uh, So again, it's already like 366 episodes. That does not include the movies, but that's enough to keep me going. And again, Bleach is like my favorite fucking anime, so I had to put it on here.
It is, yeah. I should have been a dick and said no, it doesn't count, but
I mean, that's fine. Like again, the original 366 is nice, but just had to clarify.
Oh man, I had such a hard time narrowing this list down. There's so much stuff I want to include. My next pick is gonna be Daredevil, the Netflix series. It is a 3 season run, and each episode though is like an hour or 45 minutes long. So I gotta have some kind of superhero content, or I might go crazy. And
Yeah,
I think Daredevil is like the best superhero television show. So it's my favorite at least. So yeah, I went with that, man.
that's a nice pick. That's a nice pick. My next pick, Victorious. I love that show.
Classic,
Gotta have it.
fucking classic, yeah. Who's your favorite?
Better than iCarly. Who's my favorite
Ooh,
character?
I don't know about that one, but
It is. It
ooh,
is.
yeah.
Anyway,
Who's your favorite?
character
Yeah, off of Victorious.
Andre.
Andre? Yeah. Oh, man.
I really was shipping him and Tori, but it never happened. I'm kind of sick
They
about that.
teased that, man, for
The
like,
chemistry was there.
yeah, when they was writing that song together, you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it wasn't even just that. It was like he got her into, or he built up her confidence to get into the school. You
Mhm.
know, uh, again, they had the most chemistry, and then the whole songwriting thing, and then he like, come on, bro, yeah,
I loved
teased.
Tori's sister. I can't remember her name. She was a nut though.
Damn, I
Right?
know
Yeah, I can't.
her real name or actress's name, but I don't know what it is on the.
Chicago.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
can't remember the
I can't
name.
remember, but yeah, that's a good pick. My next one,
Damn, son.
so damn son. So my next one, I'm gonna be surprised if you don't have this on your list. Is New Girl.
I don't actually have it.
You don't have it? What? Man,
I don't have it.
New Girl, to me, New Girl is the funniest show. Like nothing's came close to it in so long. Kendall put me onto it because at first I made fun of him for
That
what.
makes it so much worse too.
Yeah, he was watching it and I was stupid and I was like, oh, why are you watching a show called New Girl? I thought it was like just a TV show for girls. Like I was being so stupid.
Oh my
I was
god.
being an idiot. But yeah, man, it's hilarious. Nick and Schmidt is my favorite character for sure. But I love Winston and
Yeah.
his pranks, I
Mm.
love
He's an
Winston.
idiot.
But yeah,
Yeah, I love the Winston CC mess rounds the best. So those are hilarious.
what? Oh yeah. Man, I just love it, man. I've rewatched that probably 2 or 3 times and I just won't get tired of that show either. Um yeah, just the humor is on a whole different level, man.
I'm mad I didn't think to put that on my list,
I
man.
know. Like I thought you would have that number one, honestly, because that was like your favorite show.
I think what I did is I picked shows based off one comfort, entertainment, and then longevity. So like if they're not long, they're like comfort shows. Um
Well, New Girl
so
had
my next
like how many seasons?
that's
Like
what I'm saying. It was
it's like
long, but I didn't think to
yeah,
that. Like the rest of my list is like I think comfort shows are like really fucking funny.
yeah, okay.
And then anime, I had to include anime in there too because I get tired of looking at live action all the time.
Yeah.
So that being said, my next one is Scrubs.
Scrubs, that's a great pick.
Classic.
It's
I love
hilarious.
that.
Yeah. Anything to add about Scrubs?
Nah, I mean, Turk is, my favorite character. I think, it's funny. We're kind of like Turk and John Dorian. Excuse me, JD. Uh, but
Yeah.
it's a good show. They stole his dance. Fortnite stole his dance.
Did
But I
they?
remember just coming home, huh?
They stole his dance.
They stole his dance.
I didn't know that.
I will send you the clip after this, but they stole his dance from that show. But I mean, I don't think it was his. I can't remember, but I know he was the first time I was on TV or something like that. But
Mm.
yeah, I just remember coming home from school. I immediately I didn't have cable at the time, so I just come home, watch one or two episodes of Dragon Tales, and I'd switch back to I think CW46. It might have been something else at the time, or WJZY or something like that. And Scrubs was on, and I just watched that until it was time to go home because I went to my grandma's house, and then my mom would pick us up. So like, yeah, that's what I did after school.
Dragon Tales, man. I fucking love
Fuck homework.
Dragon Tales. I never watched all of Scrubs, but it's a really funny show.
I will say the last season is different. But the original cast is still there, but like the hospital and stuff got redid or whatnot. It's been a while since I watched it too myself, but like it's the old cast is there, but there's a new cast coming up. Basically, the old cast is training new doctors.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they were gonna do a spinoff or something. It didn't happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's a good pick. I mean, everything I've seen from it's hilarious.
Yeah, I love that show.
All right, my next pick is Game of Thrones. Now, for me, I went longevity. Also, something that I really like. Like I love medieval time era pieces and stuff like that. And this show is 8 seasons long, with each episode being damn near an hour. So, there's just content forever to like go through and find new stuff. So that is my fourth pick.
So my fifth pick, and again, I added two extra ones. My fifth pick here is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Again, longevity. It's one season technically. It's not one season. It's one show, but like it spans several seasons. So there's part one, which is Phantom. All right, yeah, Phantom Blood, Battle Tendency, Stardust Crusaders, Diamond is Unbreakable, Golden Wind, and Stone Ocean. And then next we got a teaser, so it's supposed to be coming up, but I think it's still ongoing. Next coming up is Steel Ball Run.
So
So yeah.
you gonna count the new one too?
Yeah, no, it's still one thing. It's still going, but I'm saying the way they do it is they switch characters every time, but it's still the same show. It's still JoJo's.
Okay. Now we're stuck on this, you know, Fake Island. But since it's still going, will you get the new seasons as we're there?
Yeah, because it's on a streaming service.
Okay.
Like I said,
Okay.
the island has internet and stuff like that. Now, all that you just can't contact the outside world. So that even means going if you watch your anime on Crunchyroll, you can't comment or look at the comments, but you know you can still go on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that's a loophole right there, but
No, I said that in the rules. You like it. It's a magical island that has everything you need. You just can't fucking leave or contact anybody.
yeah, because if you contact somebody, your fucking head explodes like you're in the Suicide Squad.
You know, you just can't do it.
No, there's consequences. You die.
Yeah, that was my pick, JoJo's.
All right, so my fifth pick, I really wanted to go with anime, but I went with a comfort show for me, and that is King of Queens. Yeah, man, I grew up watching this show along with Everybody Loves Raymond, and
Yeah,
it's I got a lot of good memories about the show. I watched with my family, and me and my wife still watch it to this day. Kevin James is just absolutely perfect in this role, and Arthur Spooner, man,
yeah,
it's just a classic, and it's got I can't say off the top of my head how many seasons, but it's got a good
yeah.
many too. So yeah, King
I
of
just love the
Queens.
fact that Shigo's voice actor from Kim Possible is also in the show as a neighbor.
That's her. I didn't even remember
Yeah,
that. Oh my
yeah.
god.
It's crazy. I love that show. But so I'm gonna just say my next two picks. I'm gonna go into a little detail, but
Wait, what do you
again,
mean next? Oh,
I substituted.
substituted. Okay.
Yeah. So this one's a comfort show. It was a '90s sitcom, Living Single, which Friends ripped off completely. You can look it up if you don't believe me. Uh, but Living Single, I love the characters. I love the interactions. They had a bunch of guest stars on that show. And the theme song, bro. If you've heard the theme song, you know what I'm talking about. It is a fucking banger. But it starred Queen Latifah, a bunch of other people.
Mm.
I love the show. Next one. I don't know how this wasn't on your list, but I had to add Atlanta, bro. That's
Oh
why I
no.
had to substitute. I was like, nah, bro. Atlanta goes on the list.
It's just five though, man. I should have done that. Fuck.
Yeah, you can substitute. That's what
Uh
I did. I took out two.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just keep it
Yeah,
as
it's too
is.
late. It's set in
Fuck,
stone.
man. Though what I almost picked, I was gonna go with the anime. I was either gonna go with One Punch Man, but it's way too short. It's just one season,
Yeah,
right?
I mean the season is still ongoing. As far as I know, they're gonna have at least.
Yeah.
It depends on the pacing, but at least 3 or 4.
But I just decided to go with my comforts and stuff I love. But I almost picked a show I've never even watched, which is One Piece, because I was like, there would be so much fucking
You won't
content.
be bored. I'll say that.
Like I'll never. They're still gonna be going for probably 30 more years. So, um,
I think when he said this quote, but this was a year, maybe 2 years ago now. Dude said at this point, and now keep in mind it was like 800 or 900 something episodes at the time, but he said he was 60% finished.
60.
So yeah, you still got it. Maybe gets into like what 1,800 episodes, maybe
Hasn't it been going since the 90s?
99.
God.
Technically longer than that if you count the OVA with the weird art style. I say weird for One Piece because One Piece's animation is already in style is weird already, but
Yeah.
the OVA tried to go a traditional route with like the anime stylization, I guess, to make it more popular. But like as you can see, it didn't need that. So
No. No.
yeah,
Well, I mean, we had some solid picks, and hey, you forgot New Girl, so
and I know what I'm saying. But I like when I get into my movies here, you'll see why I was able to substitute, and I just wasn't thinking. But
yeah,
you'll see
yeah,
why I did that. But the three I have here are like I can't change them out. They're like integral to my character.
yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I forgot shit too. So let's jump into our five movies, or for Kindle, it's three, right?
I mean, technically it's 5. You'll see why.
Oh, you did like a double disc feature thing or something.
Blu-ray, you can do that. That's why I said Blu-ray specifically. But yeah,
uh, all right. So my first movie that I went with is Whiplash. You ever heard of this movie, Whiplash?
Whiplash. I've heard of it, but I didn't watch it.
It's a movie from the producer or director Damien Chazelle, which people might know. He directed La La Land, and this year he did Babylon. But he's really into jazz music and stuff because he grew up playing like drums and shit for jazz orchestra, and that's what this movie's about. But it's intense. It has J.K. Simmons in it, as you
Yep.
know, from Spider Man. But
And
what?
Invincible.
Oh, Invincible. Yeah, sorry. But
Yeah.
it's an incredible movie. The first time I ever watched it, I watched it like 3 days in a row. It was just it's addicting. the The flow of the movie is so good, and it's just a movie that I would personally never get bored of. So
What streaming service is it on?
you could stream it. The only streaming service you could do is Showtime. I
Showtime.
got a free trial just to watch this movie actually because I wanted to watch
You
it.
and those free trials, man.
Hey, I got the hookup, man. I got Apple TV for like 9 months for free. I found all these codes. I could hook you up if you guys want. Just email us.
God dang.
But yeah,
All right. So, I'm just kill the suspense here. This is my
you
what
going?
is it? My loophole. So I know for a fact that the Rush Hour trilogy was released on Blu-ray,
No, bro.
and it's one disc, but it has all the movies. So I did the Rush Hour trilogy. I love
Jesus
those movies. Now I
Christ.
will say the third one isn't as good as the first two, but I
Still,
gotta have Rush Hour, man.
something to watch.
So, huh?
I said still, it's another movie. So
I was about to say. I thought you said you didn't watch. I was about to say, huh?
I went to theaters and seen that one actually, sir.
But yeah, Rush Hour trilogy. You gotta have it. I love Jackie Chan. Love Chris Tucker.
Man,
Beautiful trilogy. I want to say I heard they're making a fourth one, but then I also heard that Chris Tucker dropped out. So
there's
I don't
yeah,
know what's going on.
there's a lot
But
of
also I
rumors.
don't acknowledge the TV show. That shit is ass.
I've actually never watched it.
It's ass.
That Are they in it?
No,
Oh well, then
no.
why
It's
even?
obviously their characters, but I think it's them. I haven't watched it, so I don't know. But I just took one look at it. I was like, no.
Mm,
But I think they're younger. I think it was supposed to take place between 2 and 3.
hmm
But I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
They also
there's.
try to do that with Lethal Weapon.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that series too. Don't know why I didn't put that on the fucking list, but I had Rush Hour. So I was like, that's one buddy cop movie I already have. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they did that with Walker Texas Ranger too. They tried to do a spin-off show, Ranger or something.
Damn.
But yeah, there's been like a lot of rumors of Rush Hour 4, but then it's like he denies it. But then like this year, I think, or the past year, Jackie Chan posted a picture where they're both holding up the number 4. You know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I saw that, but then like recently, I want to say last week, I heard on Twitter that Chris Tucker dropped out. So I don't know, or maybe they kill off his character or something. I don't know. I just heard he dropped out, so I don't.
I
I,
hope
I hope
not.
it's a fourth.
Same thing with Friday, the Friday movie series. Ice Cube's all for it, but Chris Tucker, he kind of stopped doing that kind of comedy. He said so. All
Yeah,
right, I mean
I understand.
that's a good pick and a good loophole. I did the same thing for a video game. Not gonna lie.
Okay, okay.
All right, so my next pick is gonna be a stupid comedy that I can watch over and over, and that is Pineapple Express. Yeah, I won't go into it too much, but I just love the movie, man. A lot of these slapstick humor movies, when like 21 Jump Street and This Is the End and stuff like that. But this was always my favorite, and I watch it like every year, like twice a year. It's so good.
Twice a year, damn.
I got the poster and
Well,
everything.
bro, I suppose. Have I seen it?
Yeah, it was at my old place. It says roll this up and smoke it or something like that on it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think I vaguely remember that, but I used to see that coming on FX and stuff like that all the time. I never watched it all the way through, but I know what the movie's about.
It's not for everybody. It is like silly humor, but it's man, Seth Rogen is just great in it, and I just love it, man.
All right, so these next two are no shocker for me, but my next movie gotta have Mulan. Gotta
Obviously,
have
I
it.
knew you was gonna pick that one.
Gotta have it, man. I gotta have one Disney movie on this list. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Let me specify the old Disney cartoon movie, not the new one, not that one. That one.
Mulan. Mulan. All right.
Some respect on her name.
Put some respect on
Keep my wife's name out.
it. Yo, that was perfect. Anyways, so my next movie, no surprise if you've been listening to this podcast, is this movie that Kendall hates, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I'm specifically going with the 4K Blu ray disc with commentary. It comes with commentary and bonus scenes, behind the scenes, and deleted scenes. So, yeah, that is it. It's a movie. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it too much. I've said what I think about it a lot on here, on my solo episode as well.
Dang, bro.
Well, on my first solo episode, I talked about the Oscars
Okay.
and this movie cleaned up at the Oscars, so I kind of had to, but then I just kept going. So everybody knows how I feel about this movie at this point. So yeah,
Well, also, just real quick, in case this episode comes out before a solo episode comes out, explain the concept there.
yeah. So basically, a thing me and Kendall will be doing on the Media Buffet podcast is we're gonna be going into some solo episodes and retrospective episodes, and this could be topics for things we're real passionate about, things we have more experience on, or things like, for instance, I did the Oscars. Kendall don't give a damn about
I
that
don't watch
stuff,
that. Yeah, I
so
don't.
um and then he's doing other stuff I'm have no knowledge about. So we just want to give more perspective, and we're gonna have these episodes in case we can't record together. Like Kendall
Yeah.
was saying, he calls it the emergency episodes.
Emergency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because we can't always record together. We have something coming up or whatever, but we'll always have these episodes, and we thought it was just a good idea to speak solely on stuff. Like, I've never played the Final Fantasy series, and that's like one of Kendall's favorite things. So he could do a deep
I
dive
hear a
into
lot
that.
about that.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, so that
Yeah.
is my second movie or third movie pick for the island.
All right. So, the last one for me. Some of you might not have heard of this one, but Sonic OVA. This is a Sonic movie made in I'm gonna say the 90s because I don't know the exact date, but it was during I want to say Sonic CD era and maybe right before Sonic Adventure. I honestly I don't know. I should have looked this up. That's on me. You might get an episode about it now since I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. But Sonic OVA, it's a lost media. The Sonic movie before the Sonic movie came out. And it was done by I want to say Toei Animation, or at least it was based off the design from Toei Sonic from Sonic CD, at least the cutscenes. So, we got English voice acting here, so I want to say it was released here in America. I want to say it went straight to DVD, maybe, but so basically, it's an old Sonic movie. You see Sonic, and it goes into the lore. Like there's a world of humans, and then there's a world with Sonic people, like Sonic characters and stuff like that. World above, world below, and it explains Mobius and their relationship and stuff like that. Knuckles is in the movie, so that's why I want to say it takes place. Obviously Sonic 3 came out before. Or no, they came out around the same time, Sonic 3 and then Sonic CD, but it was different teams within the company. But Knuckles is in it. His character, he's still a treasure hunter. He even has his hat. So I want to say it came out right before Sonic Adventure. Uh, but it's a good movie. There's some human characters in there. I know Sonic and humans really don't mix. Uh, Good movie. I want to say it's like maybe 40 minutes. You can find it on YouTube actually. Great music as always, but it's Sonic. You come to expect that with Sonic. I love it.
Now, is the movie like an actual from the studio movie?
Yeah, but it's one of those that went straight to DVD. I want
Mm.
to say because and it's an OVA, so it's an anime. It's not like live. I should have explained that. OVA is an anime. I forget what OVA means, original video animation or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
That
But
sounds right. I don't know.
yeah,
Ovaries.
that's an acronym. But yeah, it's anime. But I saw it. I was doing an art project. You had to look up Sonic Media, not Sonic Media or something like. No one can do that, but you had to look up something, make a movie poster. I did that. I found the movie online, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch this. Pretty good."
Well, I thought OVA stand for ovaries, but
Wow. Wow, you got to cut that.
nah, that's in. Um, well, that's a good pick. I mean, I figured you'd have some kind of Sonic on this list, you fiend. Um,
Yeah, Sonic's always gonna be on the list. Sonic, Mulan, and like I said, all these movies are integral to my character and who I am. Rush Hour, Mulan, and Sonic. Gotta have it.
all right, so let's go for my fourth pick. I'm gonna go with Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. You know me, I gotta have one Star Wars movie, and Revenge of the Sith. Spoiler is my favorite Star Wars movie ever. Cause
Dude, come on, spoilers.
oh god, sorry.
Kidding.
One more spoiler though is Anakin. He's my favorite character, but he's actually becomes Darth Vader. So,
What, bro? You can't do this.
it's been out for how many fucking years now? But
Yeah, no, that's common knowledge.
but yeah, Anakin's my favorite. Like fictional, one of my favorite fictional characters ever, and this movie's just all about him, and it's the peak of Star Wars for me. The ending battle with Anakin and Obi-Wan is just jaw dropping. Just visually, it's still held up. Like visual effects then struggled a lot, but man, that the lava fight scene is just incredible. And yeah, man, I just go back to that movie all the time.
All right, yeah, it's still on you. I'm done with my movies.
Oh, it's still on me. Now, I was gonna cheat and do this like Kindle did, but I'm gonna do it for one movie, and that's gonna be the Spider-Man trilogy from Sam Raimi and with Tobey Maguire. I originally was just gonna do Spider-Man 2, but if I if I could do the box set, hey, I'm gonna do it with a special commentary. That's one of the first movies I ever watched with commentary was actually
Yeah,
was Spider-Man 3, because Toby's and Sam Raimi's discussing, how he
mine was Spider-Man 2. That's why I'm looking like that. It's crazy.
yeah, because I didn't really know about it then. It was just like after I got the DVD, I was just constantly watching the
Looking around.
yeah, yeah. And they're in Spider-Man 3, they're talking about the Bully Maguire scenes, and that shit is just hilarious. Say what you will, but Toby was like he's like cracking up about the dancing and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do the original Spider-Man 3 trilogy set. Not three, but you know what this Sam
Yeah.
Raimi's trilogy, yeah. What could have been? We could have got a fourth one.
Who knows? We might. Fingers crossed.
It's still trends all the time, so we might
Yeah,
see.
hopefully, man.
Yeah. So now that was our movies and TV show picks. Now, you had some of yours with like the box sets too, didn't you? Like you said, Rush Hour.
Yeah, but that wasn't a box set. That was actually like because the movie's honestly really short. Rush Hour because it's like high, fast paced action. They were and then when Blu-ray came out, obviously the difference between DVD and Blu-ray was one, fidelity. You can get better quality. Two, like the discs were harder to scratch, especially if you got that like that blue coating on them. And three, just like the audio and stuff like that was way better. And then honestly, I'm gonna slip in another one. Fourth one, it was to sell more movies that were like on VHS that can convert them and stuff like that. But
Yes,
so
100%.
yeah, it was you were able to fit it all on one disc basically. So it wasn't like it was actually released as a trilogy like that.
Yeah, I used to
Um,
have those all the
so
time as a kid. Um, all right. So
but you would have had to been in like middle or like early high school
what's that?
because that's when they came out Blu-ray,
No, I'm saying growing up, we
VHS.
would get these DVDs that would have multiple movies on one disc.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like
That was getting too
yeah,
cost effective, so they were like, yeah, Blu-ray.
it was like movies you never heard of either. A lot of times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
straight to DVD stuff.
yeah. Which some of that shit is goaded.
Some of it's heat. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a lot of those too. They break easily. Sometimes I'd use them. I'd take off the cases and use them for my PlayStation games. If
Mm-hmm.
like if there was a series I had that I had a lot of, 'cause I think there was one Medea box set or something like that. My mom had. It had 5 or 6 discs in it. So I
Jesus
put
Christ.
Tekken 1 through 5 in there, bro.
I can't think of a Medea or anything now without that Atlanta episode. Just
I'm immune to hot grits. Yeah. Oh man. And
the
then he wasn't.
the
But
crack child and everything, bro. Is
we got to do an Atlanta episode. I
we
don't know
will,
why we
yeah.
haven't.
We'll
But
do a
yeah.
whole.
So I hate to do this to you, but into episode 1 right here. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hit him up with the credits, Fletcher.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in for Stuck on an Island episode part 1. And just to recap, we went over, 5 of each media form that we would be stuck on an island with, ideally, and also 5 recipes and drinks. Because we some fat asses, we
Right.
gotta have some good food, to binge all this content. So
That, and we've never mentioned food, ever on this podcast, even though not episode 1, but the introduction, we said, hey, we're going to be talking about food, and we never have.
yeah, yeah.
It's just hard to bring it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, you gotta have food to live, man. So
Yeah.
definitely in the future, we'll be given more food content as well. So next week, part 2 of Stuck on an Island will be posted, and we will be going over our video game picks, which will be another 5. Then we'll have
CD and vinyl or music.
yeah, music, which will be another 5, and then also our 3 prized possessions that we will be bringing along with us to the island, and that can't include people or living things, because
Right.
I would have
Or
brought
any way to contact outside media.
exactly. I would have brought my dog or some shit, but she'd probably get eaten if we're on the Lost Island. But all right. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in, and be sure to rate and review this podcast, and tell a friend to check us out if you're having a good time. We're having a great time recording these. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.